Okay, today we are going to discuss about simple present tense. Simple present tense. Perhaps you know already about these tenses, but today I'm gonna show you how to make the simple example about these tenses. But before we continue to the examples, I want to tell you about what is the function of the simple present tense, or what is the meaning or the definition of the simple present tense. Simple present tense is a tenses or a grammar that we use for the activity that we do right now, that we do today, or for the habit or the everyday activity. So when we are talking about grammar, exactly we will discuss about the formula. The formula is the positive, negative, and interrogative. The positive pattern is subject plus verb 1. So here we use the verb 1 as or as plus complement, and the second one is subject plus done or doesn't plus verb 1 plus complement, and the last one is for the interrogative. Because we use done and doesn't here, so we use do and does plus subject. We bring the subject coming here, and then the verb 1, and the last is the complement. And then in the last of the sentence we put the symbols of questions. Okay, I want to tell you again that it's very important for us, because when we are talking about the everyday activity, about the habit, about your daily routine, about the activity that you do today, so we have to use the simple present tense. And I just want to tell you that the formula of this sentence, of these tenses, I used to see here. What does it mean? C stands for complement. What is complement? Complement is pelengkap ya. So like places, times, adjective, nouns or belongings, and many others component in the sentence. So C stands for complement. Okay, next. As I said or I mentioned before, the simple present tense is for today's or habits activities. So in these tenses we use the times, like today, every day, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, and also tonight. So these times we use for these tenses. So like today, every day, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, and tonight. Today is hari ini, every day is setiap hari. This morning is pagi ini, this afternoon siang ini, this evening sore ini, and tonight is malam ini. So in these tenses we use these times. Okay, next, as I told you before, because the simple present tense is for today's activity, so now we are going to implementing the tenses. So the third one is for the examples. So this is the first examples. Saya belajar bahasa Inggris di GPC setiap hari. So now we will change to the English for the positive first. Saya is I, belajar is learn. Bahasa Inggris. What is bahasa Inggris in English? Bahasa Inggris is English. I learn English di GPC. In GPC, okay, this is the disclaimer. GPC stands for Genius Private Course. I learn English in GPC setiap hari, every day. Remember here, when we make the everyday, when we write the everyday, so there is a space between every and day. Okay, and the second one is for the negative pattern. I don't learn English in GPC every day. So, and the last one is for the interrogative, because there's no space here. I want to erase for the positive one. No, it's okay. I erase this here. For the interrogative, do you learn English in GPC every day? Please forgive me that just now I erased the positive and the negative one because there's no space here. So because this is the video, you can pause the video when you are watching this video. So you can pause the video and then you can take note for the positive and the negative pattern. Okay, let's read together from the positive. I learn English in GPC every day. Okay, I learn English in GPC every day. So we will speaking it using the good pronunciations clearly and perfectly. And then the negative one is I don't learn English in GPC every day. Okay, repeat after me. I don't learn English in GPC every day. And the last one is for the interrogative. I just put here. Okay, let's read it together. Do you learn English every day? Come again. Do you learn English in GPC every day? Okay, repeat after me. Do you learn English in GPC every day? Okay. Okay, that is for the first example. Now we are going to continue for the next example, for the second examples. Okay, next for the second examples. The second example is in bahasa ya. Dia perempuan masak pagi ini di dapur. So we are going to change to be English for the positive. Dia perempuan is she memasak is cook. So because we know that the formula for the simple present tense for the ayu dewi subjects and the she it subjects are different. So for the she he it subjects we have to use or put particle s in the last of the verbs of the last of the verb 1. So we have to put s here. It's gonna be she cooks pagi ini is this morning di dapur. What is di dapur? Dapur is kitchen ya. In the kitchen. And then for the negative. What is the negative one? Si na. Please remember, we are going to make for the negative. In the negative pattern, we will use the particle dun and doesn't. The question is when we are going to use dun and when we use the doesn't. Dun and doesn't are different. Dun is used by ayu dewi, but in the other hand, she he it subjects is using doesn't. So because the subject here is she, we are going to use doesn't, not dun ya. She doesn't cook. Remember again, when we are look at the formula that I told you before, the s, the particle s that used for the positives by the subject she is only for the positive, not in negative and interrogative. So in negative and interrogative we don't have to use s here. So just cook. She doesn't cook this morning in the kitchen. So this is the time this morning and this is the place in the kitchen. So next for the interrogative. Okay, please remember to pause the video when you want to write down the examples here, because there's no space for my whiteboard. So I'm sorry for this convenience. Next for the interrogative. Okay, because in the negative using doesn't, here we will use does and we bring the subjects coming here. Does she cook? We didn't put s, without s here. Does he cook in, I'm sorry, does he cook this morning in the kitchen? Does he cook this morning in the kitchen? Okay. So we have made examples for the subject she here. Okay, now the time's for reading it. Okay, follow up to me. She cooks this morning in the kitchen. Repeat after me. She cooks in the kitchen this morning. Next for the negative. She doesn't cook this morning in the kitchen. Repeat again. She doesn't cook this morning in the kitchen. And the last is for the interrogative. Does he cook this morning in the kitchen? Does he cook this morning in the kitchen? Okay, so those are the examples for the simple present tense, especially for the subject C. Okay, now we are going to continue for the last examples. Here, right now, we are going to make the example that using the people's name. I'll give you the examples is Budi, yeah. Okay, next. Now we are going to make the last examples. Is that third examples. Now is the people's names examples. I choose Budi. Budi membeli donat di pasar. Hari ini. So we will change it to the positive, negative, and interrogative. The positive, Budi is Budi, membeli is buy, because we use the verb 1. Remember again that when we are making the examples for the see he eat, we will put as. So the question is, it's Budi. So do we have to put as or no after the by? Yeah, we have to put as, because why? Because Budi is a person, a single person. Budi stands for woman or man. So because Budi is she or he, so we put as after the by. Budi buys donut in pasar is market today. Budi buys donut in market today. That's for the positive. Next, for the negative. Budi, one question for you, the audience. What we have to use here? Don't or doesn't? Yes, right. We use doesn't. Because why? As I said before, Budi is a single person, so Budi stand for she or he. So Budi using doesn't, not don't. Yeah, Budi doesn't buy without s donut. Sorry. In market today. Budi doesn't buy donut in market today. And now we are going to continue for the interrogative one. So here we are going to make the interrogative here. Okay, because we use doesn't for the negative, so we have to use does here. Does the subjects we put here. Does Budi buy without s? Does Budi buy donut in the market today? So this is the example for the interrogative. Does Budi buy donut in market today? So repeat after me. Let's read together for the positive, negative, and interrogative. Budi buys donut in market today. Repeat after me. Budi buys donut in market today. And the negative one is Budi doesn't buy donut in the market today. And the last one is for the interrogative. When we are asking someone, so we use the interrogative. Does Budi buy donut in market today? Repeat after me. Does Budi buy donut in market today? Okay, good. Okay, class, I think this all about our material today about the simple present tense. Maybe when I'm speaking, I made the mistakes. I'm sorry for that convenience. I hope you understand my material, and if you have the advice or recommendations or suggestions for me, just comment below in my YouTube channels. And I think that's all. See you.